guys, and welcome back to Fox the Fox Report. Leicester City lose once again at home at the King Power Stadium to Arsenal for the second consecutive time in a row within these past two seasons. Now, I have to ask what kind of team went out there today, because that is not the team that performed last Sunday, last Wednesday, and last Saturday, 2 Saturdays ago, sorry, against Manchester United. Now, with what mentality were we going into this match? Did we go in thinking like we're playing some championship level side team? No, we're playing Arsenal. We're playing a team that has very talented players, and yet people think as though they are still slacking because they just don't have a right coach. You know, they're performing just very inconsistently, and we were tied at points. And probably based on their previous matches, we performed much better than they did. But however, this match, they beat us by a mile. They controlled the game. They went in with this game just with full-on energy and just going to score on goal, in which they did within those first 5 to 10 minutes. We were just sloppy within those first 5 to 10 minutes. We were sleeping. It's as if we did not get any sleep last night. We went out to go party. No, what is that? You know, why have we gone into this match like all that work we've been building up to this match with the Europa League, Carabao Cup, the last two Premier League games? All that work has just been thrown out in this game because we didn't perform to our very best and to the way we know we should perform. Just everybody was terrible. Iheanacho, Tielemans, Madison, our defense, we were just sloppy. We just did not pass the ball. We couldn't really stabilize the game because Arsenal was just pressuring on us. And I got to say, they definitely did study us, because we've been using the same formation, the 3-4-1-2, clearly almost for the past 2 to 3 matches. Same thing. You know, we have to change formations. Yes, it may work on some oppositions, but teams like Arsenal and Brentford, teams that know how to go in, have fast players, and just pressure and like to press up, while we have, yes, three in the back with two midfielders coming to help out, is not the best idea, because yet there will be times where we'll just have three, and the next thing you know, we have like four Arsenal players on us trying to go and get through us and try to take a shot. Now, if we look at the Brentford game, using that same formation, it did not necessarily work. And I've mentioned that before. And also I mentioned before that we have to find other formations that best suit the opposition we're playing. And oppositions like Brentford and Arsenal are not the perfect match for a 3-4-1-2. That is why we changed formations in the second half once we added Harvey Barnes and Adam Lookman. So hopefully this match sets an example to now seeing exactly what we need to do in what formation and what players best suit the formation we're going to use against the opposition that we play. Now, in this first half, Arsenal, like I said, are just attacking, pressuring. They have the ball literally in control for the first 5 to 10 minutes. And within those first 5 to 10 minutes, they score off a set piece that we still have not been able to handle or control. We've been basically, I don't know how many matches it's been where we've conceded a goal off a set piece. And also, we do not know how to take advantage of those set pieces that are given to us, like free kicks that go in crossing or corners. As they've been saying in the Leicester City podcast, we lack in both the defense and the offense when it comes to corners. We have to keep on pressing. We have to keep practicing how to defend those and how to score them when it's given to us. So necessarily, we have to find a way, because that is not, it's not working anymore. It's not working. You know, we cannot be saying, okay, we'll practice more of corners. Yes. No, it's literally affecting every single game, because off those set pieces, they are scoring on us. And we have to keep practicing and making sure that we correct that problem, especially within these next couple of days, because we do play Spartak Moscow, but most importantly, we play Leeds. And Leeds is a team full of tall players that know how to take advantage and score those set pieces and corner kicks. Now, if I say who should have not been playing in this game, I honestly would say from the start of the match, perfect starting 11. I think everyone play. I think everyone, based on their previous performance, would be great in their position. And let's go into this match. However, we did slack towards the left side and towards the side where Luke Thomas was. I am a big fan of Luke Thomas. He is a player, like I said, full of potential, full of speed, and knows how to use the ball. However, Arsenal were just a quick bit faster than him in this match, and they just outran him. He wasn't able to track back as quickly. And you have Saka there just making his way through. Now, as far as our offense, we have Jamie Vardy, who's been playing nonstop. He didn't play against Brighton. He didn't play against Spartak Moscow, but still he's a player of age. And yet, he does have a lot of stamina, a lot of pace, but he needs to rest. And we have to start implementing Daka into the starting 11. We cannot be holding him now any longer for the second half to come in, because when it comes to games like this, when we're 2-0 down, he won't be that effective, I believe, because just the mentality of going into a match when we're already 2-0 down. The rest of the players that already played the first half are just exhausted and don't really that level of confidence and motivation will pass on to whoever comes on like Daka. So there was pretty much nothing he could have done coming into this match. He was pretty much defending and then not necessarily attacking. So we have to see exactly how we can implement two forwards up top and just shift either Kelechi Iheanacho or Vardy and put in Daka. We have to start playing him. We have to also see the formations, like I said, and we just have to go into every match as if we're playing a final. We cannot go into an Arsenal game and think as though we're playing the last place team in the Premier League like Norwich or Burnley or Watford. We have to go in to every single match if we're playing a team that's in first place. We literally, like I said, came into this match as if we're playing a championship side. We had no motivation whatsoever, and that's not tolerable. We cannot go in, we cannot perform like that, because this is literally, like I said, all the work that we've been working for within this past week of winning matches and just performing to a very high level just went out the drain in this game. And if we continue playing like this, then we might as well be a mid-table team this season. So we have to keep pressing up. We have to keep performing. And if there are players that are just not fit enough or are just fatigued from playing too many matches, we have other players that we can use. And one player that I think stood out the last game before this one in the Carabao Cup was Daley Campbell, a player who came into the match against Brighton full on confidence, was bumping heads with Dunk and with Burn. And this dude's like, I don't know, like how many inches much more taller than Campbell, and he still was able to body him and get his way through and just put that effort and literally play his position well. I think if he played against Arsenal, he would have done a great job. But we didn't know how the outcome would have been. But still, looking at those positions and looking at the players that we have based on our performances from every single match, I think as though we should start implementing Daley Campbell into the right back. Yes, we have Castagna. Ricardo Pereira was out with injury. We're going to have James Justin come back, but we have to see our options. We have to not necessarily play the same players, even though they're part of our strongest starting 11. Yet it seems as though some players are still fatigued based off the last match that we had in that short amount of time. So besides that, we also have our two changes, which was Harvey Barnes and Adam Lookman, and they came on very well. They were effective, and I think that is exactly what was needed to face against Arsenal in this first half. I think based on, since we didn't know, Harvey Barnes, Adam Lookman not really performing previously that well, against Brighton, they were okay. Yes, they had their chances, but still, they came onto this match with some level of creativity and pace. So coming in, definitely great changes. Now we have to see exactly with what formation we can go next and how we can implement them to back in. I'm not saying they should come in every single game starting. It depends on the opposition and the formation that we're going to be using. Now we changed formations in the second half to as forward up top, which was Vardy. Well, we had Lookman come in for Daniel Amartey and Barnes come in for Kelechi Iheanacho. So we had 4 midfielders while we had Vardy up top, and that necessarily did cause some some effectiveness as far as that formation going, but definitely we did see how we lacked on the sides. Castagna, Lou Thomas weren't very creative. They're not necessarily, that isn't their strength. They like to use their speed. And Arsenal's defense know how their side defenders know how to use their speed, and they're fast players and have pace and strength. So definitely that area needed some creativity, in which we added Barnes and Adam Malukman, and that's how we were able to create more chances in the second half. And honestly, if we kept playing the way we played in the second half, we would have probably been a different result in this game if we started playing like that. Now, we do, even though we are down 1 or 2 goals, we still go with that mentality to keep fighting and keep creating chances. But we cannot be doing that every single game. We cannot be doing that the entire time. We can't be just waiting for someone to score on us and then us attacking and then getting the result that we need. But still, we have to go in every single match with that level of mentality that we have to go in and score and secure and shut down the game in the first half. Now, 2-0 up in the first half, going in second half, that necessarily is very tough to overcome. You're 2 goals down, and 2-0 can either change instantly. You have pretty much the way I see is that you have to score a goal by like the 60th minute to at least get a chance to tie the game. I hardly believe that we are able to score within 10 minutes of like the 80th minute or like the 75th minute. So that necessarily hasn't happened to us lately. I know that happened against Manchester United, but besides that rarely happens to us. It's normally where if we're 2-0 down, our only way of coming back is if we score either in the 50th minute or the 60th minute and then end up tying it towards the last 10 minutes of the game. So 2-0 down definitely lowers your confidence. I know we did have some chances towards the end of the first half in which he had a beautiful free kick by Madison and their goalkeeper Aaron Ramsdale of Arsenal. He was pretty much really the main reason why we haven't really scored within the second half. He had some great saves and probably best player of the match. So definitely props to him for saving those shots, and just us having to realize that we keep going every single match. Each match is not given to us. We have to go in full on confident and playing like the way we played before. Because if we play the way we started this match, then we're not going anywhere. And that's another thing we have to look and see the players we have, see the formation that we need to use. We have to study our positions well, because Arsenal studied us very, very well from the start. They probably studied us from the game against Manchester United all the way until now. And us using the same formation and just seeing exactly the same players and positioning and how we play, they clearly shut the midfield down and they shut down our sides. And like I said, there was no creativity there. We added creativity, which was Barnes and Lookman. And we have to see exactly now how we can do that, how we can use our players. Yes, we have so many players that are more than 11 that clearly deserve to be in the starting 11, but still we have to know exactly how we can use every single one based on the oppositions that we play. I think that we can definitely rotate players when it comes to the wings and when it comes to the offense. And that is Daka rotating with either Vardy or Clichy Nacho. And then we have Lookman and Harvey Barnes rotating with Castagna and Ricardo Pereira, and also implementing James Justin once he comes back to injury, and then Gavin Didi coming back. So we have a lot of work to do, and we have to just come into the next game, which is going to be against Spartak Moscow in the Europa League, and that is going to be a game that we have to win as well. I do not think we're going to go with that same formation based off the way we performed. We'll probably go with the formation of a 4-4-2 or 4-4-2. Or maybe like we have one striker up top, but definitely no longer the 3 in the back, because that's not working. It's been dying down, like I said. So definitely not that. But yeah, no. Next game, Europa League against Spartak Moscow on Thursday, November 4th at 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time at the King Power Stadium, and it's going to be a match we have to win. Spartak Moscow, definitely based off the match we played them previously, we gave them chances to score goals, but overall their performance was terrible. So we have to go in and lock this game down and secure that 3 points, and then move our way up in the table of the Europa League group stage. So that's all I have for today on the post-match review of Leicester City versus Arsenal, and then I'll see you next time for the post-match review of Leicester City versus Spartak Moscow. See ya.